पेशेंट को the story of this woman that patient is here.
Myself presenting a case of Jasmati Devi, age 47 old year, Hindu female, housewife from the Moistala Kolkata, presented with chief complaint of fever for 4 months, with weakness and fatiguity for 4 months, weight loss since 3 months, with cough 1 month and difficulty in breathing 15 days. So coming to history of predicted illness, my patient was apparently alright 4 months back. To start with, she developed low grade of fever, intermediate in nature, with evening rising temperature, with weakness and fatiguity for same duration. Then after 3 months, she developed cough with chest pain. Then in last 15 days, she developed breathlessness with unexhaustion. There is no history of joint pain, rashes, sore throat, or hematomesis, maligna, hemoptysis. On history of past illness, she is a known case of hypothyroidism since 3 years and taking atroxin. There is no history of diabetes mellitus, hypertension, tuberculosis, or any respiratory problem. She is married and taking this diet, no addiction to tobacco and alcohol. She attended menarche at the age of 14. On treatment history, she is treated since last 4 months. She is treated outside symptomatically. On examination, my patient was conscious, oriented, febrile, cachexia, moderate pallor, JVP not raised, no goiter, no lymphadenopathy or cyanosis, bilateral pedal edema with pitting type, pulse rate is 120 per minute and blood pressure 140 by 90 millimeter of mercury, respiratory rate 20 per minute. On for abdominal examination, umbilicus is centrally placed, liver is not enlarged, spleen is not palpable, kidney is not palatable, and normal peristaltic sound. On respiratory examination, upper respiratory tract normal, trachea central in position, bilateral decreased chest movement with respiratory rate 20 per minute and abdominal thoracic type. On percussion, there is tolling dullness from the 6th intercostal space in bilateral mid-axillary line with decreased vocal fremitus and vocal resonance. There is decreased vesicular breath sound in the lower part of the chest bilaterally with crepitation. On cardiovascular system examination, normal apex is palpable at the 5th intercostal space, 1 cm medial to mid-clavicular line, S1 S2 normal and no murmur. Central nervous system is normal. On summarizing my case, 47-year-old female, known case of hypothyroidism, anemia, presented with fatiguity, fever, weight loss, anorexia, cough, shortness of breath. On examination reveals moderate pallor, bilateral pedal edema with hypertension, with bilateral infrascapular and infraaxillary dullness on percussion, decreased breath sound and crepitation. All other systems are within normal limit.
So opinion from the house. Even you can play or you can go in.
I think I should go further. I just can't. I should see something more than I can.
Any other?
This is a woman having history of 2 month hospitalization in our hospital.
Patient has fever, patient has anemia, patient has some finding related to the respiratory system, probably pleural effusion. So as the patient has fever for 4 months, so one is the tuberculosis, one possibility, another is HIV disease, These are the first two possibilities. Followed by there may be many diseases that can cause or any malignancy with fever with pleural effusion. So these are the common possibilities. There may be others. The first three should come.
So, Professor Pal's opinion, the first we will have to exclude the infective diseases. Because the infective cause of pleural effusion is common, still common in our country. Another is the malignancy. And also I think collagen disease.
Only one point I think, as because he has got fever, so naturally you can take it into consideration he has got pyrexia of unknown origin. If you look at this, the classification of PUO, as Professor Pal was telling about the infection causes, infections, tuberculosis is quite common enough, but there are tubercular mimickers. And then when he has prolonged viral syndrome, because the patient is sitting here, so obviously, if I am not wrong, the patient is not obviously very sick. So I think some sort of reversible condition the patient is suffering. Of course, a treatment preventable or treatable condition. So I think prolonged viral syndromes, including HIV, as she has mentioned. And in the second group, of course, because the patient has pallor and all these things, so definitely some malignancy, hematological malignancy with some chest involvement. And third group also, you should think of the collagen vascular disease. So these are three broad groups, so we can stamp as PU. Because there are so many other causes. But tubercular mimic and including sarcoidosis will be coming in this. Thank you.
Sir, can I make comments? Sir?
Yes, yes.
I think 2-3 things I think is I should mention here. If patient is febrile, the sarcoidosis is very difficult to put in the list, very difficult. And as the patient is in the reproductive age group and having bilateral disease, which is extremely common in collagen vascular. So I'll top my list to collagen vascular disease first, then tuberculosis, then lymphoma, then other diseases like this. My choice of the diseases will be like this rather than of this. So infective, I'm not thinking.
There is a pleural effusion.
Yes, yes.
Pleural effusion is little bit uncommon in circle. Okay, now, definitely.
Unit to one. Unit.
What I think is that this young lady, she has bilateral pedal edema, she has anemia, she has hypertension, and most probably bilateral pleural effusion. So, considering all these things, and she is suffering from fever for 4 months with cough for the last 1 month. What I think that first of all, we'll have to consider what organs are involved. I think there is involvement of the kidneys because of the pedal edema, the hypertension, etc., and also involvement of the lungs. And along with fever. So if I just rationalize these findings, then most probably the fever is not due to some infective origin, but most probably it may be due to some collagen vascular disease, or the fever may be due to the other causes like some lymphoma or something like that. So keeping this in mind, I think what the differential diagnosis is there.
Thank you, sir. Differential diagnosis is it may be a disseminated tuberculosis or collagen vascular disease like SLE.